Oh, it's some bad helmet hair. Ugh. And I need a cut. So I just finished my ride. That was amazing. Felt so good. It's too hot in this house. Whew. So, I tried to track it on GPS, but it kept failing. I think at the end it gave me a warning that something with my power management settings or something. So I set the phone to, power saver mode to keep the battery from going too low. And that, I guess, affects the GPS antenna or something. So I didn't track any of my distance. And it said I was out there for 16 minutes, which doesn't seem, it seemed longer than that, so I don't know. And the phone was in my pocket, so that probably contributed to it, which is disappointing. I'm disappointed I didn't get to see how many miles I went. What I can do is actually plug it into a map, and it'll show me how far, I know how far I went, and so double that, and that's my distance. It felt like at least 5 miles. This is actually the first time I've ridden my bike a longer distance, because I rode my bike. I did ride, let me try something here. I'm gonna put this in the microwave. Okay. I have to prepare some food, so I'm gonna stand here at the oven. Okay, let me get this oven going. 400. So what I was saying was, I haven't been on my bike for a long distance since before the challenge. I did go for that short ride. I did do 2 short rides earlier, a couple weeks back. One of them was on the day it was super cold and rainy, and the other one was just to get in the habit of getting out on the bike. So I'm definitely feeling good about it. It's totally different than the exercise we do in the challenge. It's different because in the challenge you have to do these incredibly short, intense bursts. Go for 1 minute at a time, switch to something else, and keep that up for 5 minutes. Well, this is not as intense. At least I don't pedal so hard that it's intense, but you have to go for a longer period of time at once. So that's different. I'm gonna throw this stuff away. I'll be right back. So that's the big difference, is that it's more sustained, lower pace. And I could actually ride at a much higher pace for longer and really force myself, but that wasn't the idea today. The idea was just to get out there, mainly just to relieve stress, because I had a terrible morning, and then get some kind of workout in, so today wasn't a complete waste physically. Because I know the feeling, if I go to work today and I didn't get any kind of exercise, I would feel just the whole day just more restless and cranky and craving a workout. So I didn't I didn't go insanely fast and try to push. I did a couple of times, I did really kick up the pace to test myself. I wanted to compare to Psycho, to the CrossFit, and see, if, I guess, test my lungs to see if my lungs to see how much my lungs have improved, because I know they have, and it's pretty incredible. At no point today when I was trying to push myself fast did I start gasping or feel like it was too much on my lungs. So for sure my lungs have gained a lot of strength, along with everything else. But my heart and my lungs are so much stronger now, and that feels amazing. That's a reward in itself, I think. Aside from the outward look, the physical parts, being able to fit into smaller shirts and stuff like that, which again I don't really care that much. I've talked about how the looks part of it is the least motivating thing to me. I'm trying to find pans and it looks like, oh yeah, they're down here. I get confused because it's not my house. They keep their pans down in the broiler, the extra one. So, what was I saying? Cooking some sweet potatoes. What I was saying was I don't really care at all about the looks, like what my body's going to look like, you know, looking good naked or anything like that. Anything, you know, that has to do with looks or attractiveness or anything like that. I don't care. I care about longevity. I care about mobility. I care about flexibility, energy. I care more about all those things than I do about looking in the mirror at myself or having other people look at me. Those factors are the very bottom of the list. So it's a reward to go out and do an exercise that I enjoy, that I've done in the past, that I used to ride my bike quite often and have got out of the habit of it. Really need to get back into just regularly riding. I think if I could set myself a goal of 2 rides per week and start to hit that goal every week, that would be a good start and that would make me happy. That would be a good starting point and that would really help me improve my cardio and also burning fat. You know, for sure I can tell when I'm out there riding now because I have more muscle on me. I have thicker, heavier muscle in areas, especially my glutes and my hamstrings and stuff have bulked up. My legs, the glutes is your butt. Because of all the squats and all the lunges and all the stuff we do for the legs, I've increased my muscle mass down there. And when you're on your bike, that's all the stuff you're engaging. And it really felt good. And I could definitely tell like I'm burning fat because I had a light breakfast, normal breakfast, 6 ounces of egg whites, 6.5 ounces of egg whites and 4 ounces of oatmeal, unsweetened, which is not that many calories. So I'm out there burning calories and I'm pretty much on an empty tank. By the time I started, I had burned all that breakfast off and I'm actually now overdue about an hour on my protein shot, which is not good, but it's okay. It happens. So yeah, I'm out there burning calories with a deficit. I can feel it. And I think that's part of why I also didn't ramp up the intensity. I didn't go insane. I didn't pedal, full out the whole time because I'm depleted. My body doesn't have the excess glucose and stuff to sustain it. So, and that's I think where the gym brain comes from too. Is I eat a really light breakfast, light compared to whatever I used to eat, and then I go work out like crazy, I deplete all of my glucose stores, and then I'm now exercising in negative calories, which is what you need. It's what your body needs. You can't do it for that long. If you do it for too long, you're gonna bonk. The word they use is bonk. That's more for endurance athletes. If they go too long without taking any kind of calories in, your body, your muscles basically stop working. I've never actually, I think I've maybe only experienced it once as a kid, but anyway, I could feel today on the bike, I could feel my muscles just burning out fat, just, activating. It's such a weird sensation, but that your glucose stores are done. Your legs have burned up all the glucose they've stored, and maybe it's your liver is releasing the extra that it has, because your liver is like a little sponge for glucose, for glycogen. or it is glucose. I think it's glucose and it turns into glycogen, I think, are the two chemicals that your body turns sugars into. This is my method of making sweet potatoes. I'm spraying them with the coconut oil just so they have a little glaze to them on the outside. Turn them onto one side. If you turn them onto the flat side, then that one side will get nice and browned, and it's yummy. I don't go crazy with the oil. We're not allowed to. It's just like a light spray, and it's not heavy. I mean, see, this says that a 1/4 second spray has 0 calories, but I don't know about that. That's too few to measure. Oil is loaded with calories, so it's not a calorie-free. But if you're careful, you're not adding a ton of calories in. And then I just salt it lightly with sea salt. This is my preferred salt, Mediterranean sea salt, but it's the fine grain. It's not the thick, chunky. Sometimes you get sea salt and it's these big granules. They don't stick to food that well. So, and then this one I'm gonna put. I did get some Mrs. Dash. It was on sale. My mom asked if I'd tried it. We've tried it before, but usually it's too expensive. Like $4 for one of these or more. This is on sale for $3, so I got one. So I'm gonna do like half of these with some of it. And then leave some just plain, just in case I wanna mix it up with something that's not savory, or I just don't always go all the way out on the seasoning. Leave some of them unseasoned just in case. All right, so there's my food prep in the oven. I got turkey and sweet potatoes in there. I'm gonna set a timer for, let's go, 25 minutes. All right. So that was my day, a bike ride and some food prep. And I do feel so much better after that ride. Whew. My mood was really bad because of the missing the gym and then dropping the eggs, having to deal with egg mess. Ugh. So that a little endorphin rush from the bike ride, a little sweat and stress relief feels amazing. So I'll check in tomorrow, make a video tomorrow after and I'm not going to miss my workout tomorrow. I'm not going to get on my computer before the workout. That's my goal. In fact, I think what I'll do is I'll wake up, I'll eat my breakfast, and if I'm done eating and there's a gap of time, I'll just shower right then and leave a little early and maybe use the time to stretch out or whatever. So that's going to be my new plan tomorrow, is leave after I've finished eating breakfast, just leave right then. Don't hang out at the house too much longer. So, all right, that's my video for the day.